I'm Jodi Holmes, and I am the owner of Country Charms Flowers and Gifts in Hanna. Country Charms is a full-service flower shop that has a few added businesses. We are the depot for the dry cleaning that comes once a month back and forth from Three Hills. We do tuxedo rentals. We do have a pop-up ladies clothing right now, and we just opened up a new coffee bar. We opened in this location November of 2006, so that would be 13 years that we've been open as a flower shop. I grew up in Hanna. I went to Olds College, and then my first job in a flower shop in Stettler, but yes, came back to special areas. Being a rural entrepreneur, there is a few challenges. I guess the biggest challenge would be so far from a bigger center, say like Calgary, Edmonton, I have to have most things shipped out. So the shipping costs, I would say, would be the biggest disadvantage. There is advantages as well though. The advantages being in a small town, I know most of my customers that come in. I remember why they came the last time, what we did for them. Country Charms started after I'd worked in 2 different settings of a flower shop in high school, like work experience, and then worked in Stettler, like I said, and then a flower shop here called Ginny's Flowers, and went on maternity leave and decided that if I was coming back from maternity leave, I wanted to bring my son with me, so I had to start my own business so that I could call the shots and have my kids here with me. Well, I went to Olds College and I have a certificate in commercial floristry, but I would say I learned a lot just on the job. The biggest issues, I like to be creative. I don't like to sit behind a desk, so I hate book work. I hire that out. That would be the biggest thing that I don't like about being my own boss. Probably the day that I opened was my most satisfying day. Throughout the years, it would be helping a bride's floral visions for her wedding come to life. The other thing would be I do a lot of funerals, so making those flowers for the loved one that they're saying goodbye to. Yeah, it's very rewarding. The biggest one was so that I could be my own boss, so that I could call the shots, so that I could kind of do what I wanted, when I wanted. Being a mom, your kids get sick, you have to leave. That part would really spoke to me, that I could bring my kids to work with me, that I could, if they were sick, I could stay home with them, I could not miss out on field trips and different stuff like that. So that was the biggest reason. I have always had a few people that have helped me, just very casual. I have a bookkeeper, I have a couple part-time staff, but yes, I run the show most of the time. There is, I don't know, pluses and minuses. If no one else can work, I'm here. Around the holidays, it would be the late nights and the early mornings and the being on your feet all day, and yeah, not missing out on family stuff around the big occasions, but then being able to go for a holiday with my family and not have to worry with my staff being back at my store. I still have to do this every day, is don't sweat the small stuff, like don't worry so much about everything. I still have to do that. It's funny because when I read this question, a lot of people's definition of success would be, it would be very different. Mine would be that I get to live the life that I want with my family, that this is the only thing that I've wanted to do, and I'm kind of living the dream, right? So I would say success to me would be that my dreams are coming true. I would say the biggest thing would be to make sure you're organized, to know your target market, and to be able to diversify. In any business, if you don't have sales or increased sales, you won't be able to survive. So in economy like today's economy, it's a little hard, but just, I don't know, to cut your spending where you can and just to keep trying to increase your sales, open up new markets. Don't stress so much. Don't sweat the small stuff. That gets me through most days. I did when I first started just because the bank wanted one, but I look at it now and again. I do have a journal that I keep notes in and write down little things, but don't have an actual business plan. I guess I just I put a few more notes in the first business plan that I had. Just that we're trying, that we're diversifying. We brought in a line of ladies' clothes. We brought in a coffee bar. So we just want to see, I don't know, Hanna just be thriving, I guess. We're trying to do our part.